Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I'm JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for P Valley Season 1, Episode 5. Okay, Season 1, Episode 5. Okay, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my girl. Please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird, dun 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 dun, and all that goodness and stuff. Let's get ready to breathe it on out. Y'all ready? Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Okay? And remember to relax, to relate, to release, and always say to yourself and everyone around you and stuff. Don't forget to like this video, comment in the comment section. You can hit the little share button to share it on your social media. You can also follow me on IG and or Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. Okay? Episode opens up. We see a lady who's recently divorced, and she's watching Mercedes dance. She's rapping Lil Murder song. Everybody loving Lil Murder song or whatever. And she's like, I'm here to spend my whole divorce settlement in the club. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to spend all this good old money. And at first, she's having a great little time, tossing money everywhere. She getting a whole little private dance from Mississippi or whatever. And she's like, you're so great, but you smell like a baby. And she starts crying because her husband left her. And I guess the baby's never mattered. I don't know, maybe her husband was a baby. I'm not sure. But, she crying or whatever. And then she's like, look, you can't be getting all upset. It's okay, but thank you for coming here and spending your divorce money on me. I don't want to go back to that big house by myself. I don't want to go. She's like, look. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You can't be out here acting like that. You know what I'm saying? God, won't bless you if you holding a bag of shit. Let that shit go. Release that poop, okay? And take your blessings to go. Okay, I guess that's what a person gonna say or whatever. The lady then kind of passed out because she drunk. And then they're like, oh, let's get this money. We then see the following morning. We see, just a body laying on the couch or whatever, ass. I'm like, who ass is that? It was Lil Murder's ass, okay? Lil Murder laying down naked, at the club or whatever. We see Uncle Clifford is woke looking at him. And they both just naked. I'm like, oh, they had a good old time last night. And we then see, like, I can't do this or whatever. We then hear someone singing, you know what I'm saying? And they're singing Lil Murder song, He's like, what the fuck was going on? He goes downstairs. The drunk divorcee lady was in the club all night drunk downstairs. They kind of ushers her ass out the club. Now outside the club, we see all the workers, all the dancers, the bartenders, okay, Big L, okay, Diamond with his sexy ass looking at a sign on the door that they have 14 days, and in 14 days the place will go up for auction. They like, we got no jobs. What's going on? So when Clifford puts the old girl out, he didn't know. So they're like, what you don't see this notice? Like, what notice? Oh my Lord. And Clifford then passes out because again, he didn't know about that and whatnot. He thought he had like 30 days, not 14. Now we see Autumn is at the money transfer place trying to transfer more money to herself. They're like, man, you can't transfer any more money. Your account cannot be, it can't receive or send no more. They're like, why? You know what I'm saying? Your policy is unlimited transfers as long as the amounts are all under $9,000. Yes, that was our policy because we were trying to help people who were, recover from the flood and allow their families or whoever to send them money. But it looks like your family been real generous, okay? A whole bunch of generational wealth coming into you. And as of today, our rules changed because the flood was 2 months ago. So we now see that Autumn been there for 2 months or whatever. Okay, but we see the reason she said her family been real generous is because she has transferred $83,000 to herself, as we know, in a month. Okay, because it was like I put a screenshot. It was from September 1st of 2020 to, was it 2020? I don't know. It said up 20, so I don't know. But anyway, from September to October is, $83,000. It was like 9,000 here, 8,000 here, six, all these different amounts that came in or whatever. So, she can't do it anymore. But as they talking or whatever, we then see the drunk divorcee lady driving all crazy outside and damn near ran into the building. So of course, white lady in there and Autumn in there looking all scared. We finna die. No. But drunk lady stops. But she gets arrested because she's drunk driving. And I'm like, you can't be out here drunk driving. Now, we then see at the jail or whatever, Mercedes is being booked, in the jail, because she's been there basically all night. And they just fingerprint her or whatever. Now, it's supposedly the phone ain't working there or whatever. We see on the news, exotic dancer, beats up preacher. I'm like, no. Daughter beats mother's ass for stealing should have been the headline, but it wasn't, okay? We then see the sheriff guy who was booking in Mercedes is the same dude from episode, I think, 1, who wallet she had, because he tried not to pay her, and she took his wallet, and then she seen him in the church. So it's that same guy. We see his name is Jesse, okay? Anyway, the phones in the jail ain't working, so no one has been able to make any phone calls. The jail is overcrowded. People have been arrested. It's crazy. It's this team too much. And when she realized damn it, Jesse, really? Because again, he won't let her out. He you gonna be in here. If you can't make your bail, you gonna be in here all weekend. And she I can't be in here all weekend. No. We then see they put her in a jail cell with who? Her mama. Patrice, okay, Sister Patrice. And when Mercedes walk in and see her mama, she gets instantly pissed and goes to do what? Commence to beating ass, because we all know Patrice deserves it, okay? I don't believe in being rude to your parents and even beating your parents, but it seemed like Patrice ain't really a mother. She may have birthed Mercedes. She isn't a mother. Because no mother would steal their child's money and do their own thing with it when they knew their child had a dream. So we then see a guy, talking to the sheriff. You know what I'm saying? He hey, sheriff, I'm looking for my wife. I've been looking for my wife for 2 months since the flood or whatever. And he really? You from where? And he from whatever city or whatever. He we know Chuckalissa is that's so far over. Yeah, I've been going all up and down the road or whatever to see, just in case anyone has seen her because she's been misplaced or whatever. He's if you got a picture of her, give us a picture of her, and then, we shall see it. What's your name, son? Montavious Hill. Which is the same name that Autumn had asked if they was dead before. So he done made it to Chuckalissa, okay? And we never see his face. We just see a sad profile and a ring on his hand, and his hand is shaky or whatever. So I'm he got Parkinson's? We don't know. Anyway, as Montavious Hill is walking out, he bumps into Clifford. So we okay, he's where Autumn is. Oh, okay. But he walked in pissed because, again, he's getting evicted. The place is going up for auction or whatever. So, it's this can't be legal. 14 days? What about that, sir? So him and the sheriff had the conversation or whatever. He look, we have an agreement. I'll be paying you whatever. What is up with this bullshit? Well, Clifford, first of all, you can't be out here letting your people get too drunk, because we had the one drunk girl who down there crashed. You not supposed to be serving liquor. You can't be letting people get drunk. Not only that, the mayor is who pushed your club to be foreclosed on in 2 weeks. I don't have no control over that. That's your boy. That ain't my boy. It must be yours, because you're allowing him to push me out of my establishment or whatever. And so he then said, look, I was too busy handling this and that. I didn't know about them putting that up on your door, whatever. Plus, one of your dancers was in jail and is still here. And I'm trying to do that. Woo, what dancer? Mercedes? Oh my God, you have to let me see her, because she's the daughter my ass could never have, okay? I'm well, I guess that is the thing to say. Now, over there in the jail cell or whatnot, Mercedes is in there, and she feels like an object because the men keep staring at her, and they're looking at, because she's in her stripper gear, and then they're looking at her, catcalling her, and one guy was looking at her and was just jacking off. I'm ugh, that's just nasty. And even though she's a stripper, she's never probably felt like an object as much as she did in this jail cell with them staring at her. She's all beat. No, she's just vulnerable. Okay, she's vulnerable. Now, we do see drunk lady wakes up or whatever, and she's like, Mercedes, oh, did I die and go to heaven? Oh my God, I came all the way down here just to see your lap dance because, you know what I'm saying, I had seen the flyer or whatever, but you know, you wasn't there, and that other girl danced in your place. Like, what other girl? They call her M.I., and then she do the whole Mississippi thing. Keyshawn? They let Keyshawn dance in my place, and we then see Clifford walks in, and then, you know, they talking or whatever, and Mercedes looks scared because she don't want to be there. She's probably scared and she's pissed, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, he like, you know, to calm down, you know what I'm saying? Leave it be. You let Keyshawn dance. He like, look, I couldn't let them tear up my club, you know? Well, how did she do? She did good. She did okay. He wanted to be like, she did amazingly well. Like, you don't even know how good she did, girl. It was amazing. Okay? But anyway, she's like, okay, fine. You know what I'm saying? I need you to get me out of here. And she's talking with her head because she's so, you know what I'm saying, out of her element. You know what I'm saying? She feels vulnerable. Even though she's in a jail cell full of like 30 or 40 women, okay? But the men is right across. And they're just making her feel uncomfortable, okay? And plus, the, you know, Jesse dude making her feel uncomfortable or whatever. Okay, I'll get you out. I don't care about no foreclosure. I'm gonna get my money together and get foreclosure. Nah. He like, yeah, he shows her the little flyer thing. Not flyer. The eviction foreclosure notice was on the door. She's like, nah, you know, you can't let the paint close. You know, keep all your money. Don't worry about me. Like, I'll make a phone call. Don't put no money on my books. Don't do it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Keep the bank open. I need to come back to work. Period or whatever. So like, okay, stay strong now. Okay? Stay strong. Okay? And don't beat her ass no more. Leave her be. Leave her to me. And I'm like, And, oh, you her pimp now? I'm like, oh, here we go. So we then see Mercedes and Patrice have a little showdown in the jail cell, okay? Oh, you want to talk about pimps, Patrice? Patrice Woodbine, you know, she has done more for me than you have ever done for me in your whole life. You know what I'm saying? She ain't never stole all my money and bought herself a church. I was 3 years old. You had all the bills in my name. They said God, you know, come like a thief in the night, but they ain't never met no Patrice Woodbine. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, her mama ain't shit. And seemed like she never been shit or whatever. And God forgave me. You gonna need to forgive me too, Mercedes. I'm looking like, I don't think she gonna forgive you, lady, because I mean, it's all went to bullshit. Now we then see Gidget. Gidget is in the trailer park, okay, and she grinding up them pills that she got from her boyfriend when she lied and said they was for Keyshawn. They were for her mama. She grinding them up to put in a little smoothie or whatever. And gets a call from Mercedes from the jail. She's like, why you calling me? Don't you got your own money or whatever? You know what I'm saying? To be doing whatever. What you calling me for? Look, okay? My mama took it all my money for my gym. And she took it and, you know, took my location for my gym and made it a church. I need $2,000, you know what I'm saying, to get out because I won't make it in here over the weekend or whatever. So can you please help me? I see what I can do. She hangs up. And then, you know, nasty ass Jesse walk up. And he looking at her like she's a snack he want to eat and she don't want to be ate. I'm like, ooh, please don't do nothing crazy to her. But he takes the jacket and gives it to her because she's in her gear. And she's like, no, thank you. He's like, nah, it's cold in there. You know, take the jacket. Meaning, cover yourself. I know you feel uncomfortable or whatever. So we do see she gets back to her cell or whatever, and Patrice is like, you know, you need to forgive me, okay? You have to forgive those who trespass against you, okay? Because that's what you have to do. And I'm like, what? In the whole time in the jail cell, you know, God called me to preach, you know what I'm saying? And I had the feather touch my face or whatever. But what about what God called me to do, huh? What about that, Patrice? You know what I'm saying? You cost me getting my daughter back. The judge told me if I can, you know, prove I'm a good mother, whatever, I'm a fit mother, have a steady job, I can get my daughter back. You cost me that by taking my gym, okay? You are not her mother, okay? You are not. Shells is her mother, okay? She has raised another woman's child and had to see her husband, philandering ass baby, meaning her husband, meaning Mercedes messed with a married man, got pregnant, dude then died, and his wife had to take care of her cheating husband's baby is what happened. I'm like, oh, I thought the lady was like the man's sister and took her in. Nah. That's the man's wife. That's hard, okay? And she's like, that lady was able to forgive her husband enough to take in your daughter and raise her. You know what I'm saying? You could learn forgiveness from her because, you know what I'm saying, that's what she did. Are you even ready to raise a kid? Nah, ma. Terica is my daughter. She is my daughter, ma. And I would never, ever be the mother to her that you were to me. I'm looking like, Patricia's bad, okay? So we then see Mercedes. Keyshawn. Keyshawn is at the bell bottom places. Keyshawn is Gidget. It's the two bartenders or whatever. We then see Autumn walk in eventually because Gidget sent them all a text like, you know what I'm saying, Mercedes need us, meet me at the bell bondsman or whatever. But I keep saying Mercedes. Keyshawn is getting very excited because the video of her dancing to Lil Murda song has been like recorded, uploaded to social media, whatever, and it's gotten like hundreds of thousands of views. And so she's getting, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of famous, but it got 10,000 more views, and she's happy or whatever. And so they trying to get the money together, $2,000 to bail her out. The fact that these strippers don't have $2,000 is crazy. Okay. Anyway, so they get there and the bail bond play it's not $2,000. With all this other stuff, some parking tickets or whatever, it's $5,000 that's needed to get her out. We don't have that. That's kind of crazy. Are you sure? The dude then gets mad. If y'all can't afford it, get the fuck out or put up your house as collateral or put up their house. He then said, or put up your pussy. I said, put up their pussy. Nobody putting up pussy for pay. Girl, no. Pussy for bail is not happening. But we ain't gonna do that. They pissed, they leave out. So Keyshawn, the bartender, she would not care if it was us. So we not finna, be putting on like it's almost the first of the month. We have our own bills or whatever. We don't have $5,000. We don't have it to give to her. So you know what I'm saying, we out. And they all leave. So only Gidget and Autumn is left. Now, Autumn ain't said shit. Autumn has the whole $5, okay? But she still ain't said not one word, okay? And then it's like, it's so messed up that, you know what I'm saying, she probably would help. You know what I'm saying? And she was out was kind of crazy. And she's like, you think she would really help them if she was out? And get to say, well, probably not, she our girl or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And what would you do if someone stole all your money and your dream? And she said, I would kill him. And I'm like, so who money is Autumn stealing that may get her killed? That's what I need to know. Because I'm like, that money coming from somewhere. But anyway, we see that or whatever. So, she's in the jail. Now, back in the prison, jail or whatever, the ladies who were first on Patricia's side, who now know that's her daughter, and she stole her money and her gym and just stole it for her own. You can't be doing that. You stole your daughter's dream? That is horrible, okay? And now Patrice gets to preaching and singing in jail. But then see drunk divorce the drunk divorce lady start to join in on the singing. I'm like, why in jail? They're like, this isn't jail, this is God's house. I mean, God's house is wherever one or two are gathered or whatever. But still, I'm like, now they all in jail singing the church song. I'm looking like, y'all don't even know it. What? And she's like, and who wants to be saved? Anybody here can be saved. It's better than any orgasm could be. I'm like, okay. I used to be on my knees, you know what I'm saying? Just so Mercedes, when I have to be on her knees and God didn't judge me, He forgives us all, okay? Now, what are you in jail for? One girl said I was in here because I had some weed that I stashed in my baby's diaper. One girl said one lady said I'm here because I cut my throat. You crazy. Drunk divorcee lady then say, well, I'm here because, for drunk driving, but I'm also divorced because I slept with my husband's mother. I'm like, you fucked your mother-in-law? You fucked your mother-in-law? Like, who fucks their mother-in-law? You, girl. Okay. Anyway, so they are like, well, that's kind of some freaky shit. Patrice then say, forgive me, Mercedes. forgive me. Now, at one point, I'm looking like, is Mercedes having an hallucination? Because it looks like she's hallucinating or whatever. But we see everybody in there crying and singing or whatever. We then see Patrice on her knees, like, please forgive me, Mercedes. Forgive me. Just forgive me. So Mercedes is looking around like, oh my God, what's going on? She gets down on her knees to her mama. She comes in close and she whispers, Mama, you're dead to me. And she slowly backs up. And as she's doing that, they're like, Mercedes, you made bail. And she gets up and she walks out. Because, Mama, you did. I'm like, oh. Look, this is the thing. Patrice can't expect Mercedes to be over. It just happened. You haven't even apologized. That's the kicking part. Patrice has not even apologized for doing what she did. She just keeps saying, God wanted me to have your money and to take your location for my church. God wouldn't do that. He would not tell you to steal somebody else's money to make yourself a church. No. Would not happen. Anyway, we then see as she walked out of jail, we see who got her out. It was Autumn. Autumn bailed her out. And so she get in the car. So Mercedes gets in the car. And she's quiet at first. And then she silently starts to cry a little bit. And then you see Autumn looking at her like, okay, what's going on? And then she lets out. She's crying out or whatever. And I feel like Mercedes crying and breaking down in front of Autumn when they always had a little tension or whatever. To me, it's like that bonds them in a little bit of a way. It's also a way for Mercedes, thank you. Let me show you, me broken down and sad, and I can't be this bitch to you no more or whatever. And then Autumn say, where to? Anywhere but here. And they just pull off or whatever. I'm like, it was cute. Because again, Autumn still helped her when she didn't have to. Okay. So we then see it's nighttime. Okay. Andre and his goddaddy at the barbershop, and Andre getting a haircut. Because it's some event they're going to. Okay. And the mayor is just talking and boasting or whatever. In walks Clifford. Boom. First of all, Clifford always comes in dressed. Girl, it'd be hilarious. Okay. And so I think Clifford may go by she. I hope I'm not misgendering Clifford. Clifford sits down, okay, and he's then talking to the mayor. And then you're like, you forcing me to have my place go into auction. That's some bullshit. That is no way to run the city. What if I told the barbershop dude here that you offering the cow people, $6 million and you offering them chump change or whatever? Oh, what kind of proof do you have? He then pulls out the survey, the land deeds, or whatever appraisal stuff that he got off of Andre's computer. And he shows it to the mayor. He like, I'm gonna get rid of you. I ain't got time for you. I'm gonna cut your ass out, sir. So I don't even care. So they just was disagreeing or whatever. And said, but now the mayor's wondering, how the fuck did he get this shit, Andre? Like, what's going on? Is you fucking Uncle Clifford? He's like, no, I must have left the paperwork in the club or whatever. Everybody do business at the strip club or whatnot. He like, no, you fucking son, I ain't got time for this bullshit. Now take your ass down to the Kyle farm and close that deal while I deal with these other crackers, okay, nigga? And he gets out. But we know the reason he has it is because he was fucking with Autumn, who got it. So, but he don't say all that or whatnot. But again, the mayor is pissed off. Like, Clifford now knows too much. And he can really fuck this up. We got to carry up and get it done or whatever. Now, back at the club. Lil Murder is at the club or whatever. He a star now. He performing the song live. Toss some money. We see, Keyshawn dancing or whatever. And at first, she looks to be scared and not, all famous or whatever, but she's in her head. But we then see when she the ambiance around her, she's in her element, because again she's getting more and more popular. But we then see the murder goes up and sees Clifford, okay, and he wants to take him out on a date. I woke up, I wanted to do more than what we did before, and I woke up and you was gone or whatever. You know what I'm saying? What you need, little nigga? You know what I'm saying? I'm busy, whatever, this and that. Oh, so we gonna act like, what happened last night didn't happen. We gonna just, suck and fucking in the dark and not do nothing else. He like, look, you know what I'm saying? I have this eviction going on, you know what I'm saying? I'm stressed or whatever. And, you know what I'm saying? You and me is not made for the outside world. Oh, so we really gonna just suck and fuck in the dark. He like, look, you know what I'm saying? You want me to like go somewhere with you? My name is LaMarcus. Don't call me LaMarcus. Oh, LaMarcus. Okay. Well, where do you want to go, LaMarcus? Okay, you want to take me out to this place or that place? He then brings up the last gay man who was out in public was found floating in the river. The last gay women who was out somewhere together, some truckers, you know what I'm saying, raped them or whatever. Every time something has come up, it just wasn't good for anybody who was gay to be out in public. Okay, so I'm not going to let you have me out in public and fuck around and get killed, okay? I don't do dates, LaMarcus. He's like, look, you know what I'm saying? Let me, just tell me where I can take you. I'm saying, because this is a first time for everything. And he starts to kiss. I'm like, oh Lord, they kissing. I love it. I love LaMarcus and Uncle Clifford. Okay, it's cute. It's cute. Mainly because Lil Murder, LaMarcus, wants to date Clifford. And you would have thought it would be the other way around. That Clifford would be the one wanting to be out and about. And Lil Murder wouldn't. But it's the opposite. And I'm like, that's crazy. And Lil Murder keeps saying, like, that's your song. They playing, that ain't my song. That's your song. It's so cute. It's sung. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, we then see Keyshawn. Keyshawn is in the rejoicing about her, stardom now, how she blowing up or whatever. And they say, Keyshawn, Derek is out back with the baby. And I'm like, oh, we're going to finally meet the boyfriend. Who he going to be? And he's blue-eyed Opie? I mean, this is who you letting me, girl. Now the whole time Keyshawn is talking to Derek, Diamond ain't far behind. Who picks Derek over Diamond? No one. Not on this God's green earth. I'm like, girl, let Blue kill him. Now, why I keep calling him Blue? I don't know why I keep calling Diamond Blue. I guess his name should have been Blue. I don't know. But when you hear me say Blue, I'm talking about Diamond, okay? I don't know why I keep doing that. Anyway, let Diamond kill Derek and just be with Diamond. Let that be that. He then said, because again, the whole time they talking, Diamond is right outside too to make sure don't shit go down or whatever. But like, I'm back working now, you know what I'm saying? So you don't have to work here. You can just stay home. I don't want to stay home, Derek. Where I work, it pays the bills. That's it. Oh, you sure that's it? Because I see you blowing up. I saw the video. You know what I'm saying? You look beautiful. And the whole time he's talking to her a little bit calmly, but a little bit crazy, man-facely or whatever. She's nervous. And you can tell she's just trying to not upset him. And just answer the questions. And, just not have him react or whatever. And the whole time, Diamond just sitting in the background, waiting. He says, who waters the baby when you dance? And she paused and she was like, everyone does. And she quickly walks away to get away from him. But she walks past the office, and when she walks away, we see Blue like, girl, see, I did it. Diamond closes the door to where she is or whatever. So now she gone. But I need, Diamond to go ahead and kill Derek. Let that be that. But as she's leaving, she's trying to get out the door, but the door won't open. So she kind of turns and looks into Clifford's office, and she see Clifford and LaMurder kissing. Oh shit! So Clifford wants to go catch her. LaMarcus then say, "Don't worry about it. I got it. I'll talk to her." He was like, "Okay." Clifford like, "Okay, maybe this could be something." Okay. So we then see Autumn took Mercedes to her house, with her place or whatever, to talk and whatnot. So they out on the little, the little walkway or whatever, and they're watching the kids downstairs, and they're drinking some red Kool-Aid. And then she's like, yeah, I stopped drinking, like cold turkey. She's like, yeah, the same way you stopped drinking, you stopped dancing. You just have a feeling like you wake up one day and that's it. So I stopped drinking. So yeah, because I'm not going back to stripping either. I'm done stripping or whatever. I'm going to figure out something else, and that's it. Autumn then tells her story. Okay. One day, I left her out of a door too. Never looked back. Thought I had everything planned out. But I took a wrong turn. The water overtook me. And then, everything just messed up. You know what I'm saying? I tried to grab her. You know what I'm saying? But God had other plans. I looked for her for 3 days, 3 nights, and I wanted to die. Okay? I deserved to die. But then one day a suitcase came riding up. And it was a new life. You know what I'm saying? And, she said life is just one bad thing after the other. I forgot what she said, but you have to just get through the darkness to get to the light or whatever. And then, she's like, I'm gonna pay you back that bail money. She's like, oh, you ain't got to, it's okay. Don't even worry about it. She then takes her in the house and gives her a whole stack, 10 grand, like boom, here you go. She's like, why you dancing? For what? Because I like it. Okay, it is what it is. But you know what I'm saying, I just, I need your help so I can go another 10 sacks, for something. I don't want no scam. Like, it's not a scam. This is retribution. Okay, we then see them at the MoneyGram place, and Autumn sending money to Mercedes. Now for my real name, you put the last thing you ate and the color of your underwear. So you put in Crystal Flowers. You ate a girl named Crystal? She was like, girl, you been to police and they had no crystals? It's a restaurant or whatever. But then, we need a real name because you have to have your ID. She's like, oh no, I know this guy named Man, okay? He can get, I'm like, okay, so Man can get IDs. You trust him? She's like, yeah, got girl, he is always in jail because he don't stitch on nobody. You know what I'm saying? He can get us whatever. And okay, we need 10 IDs. She's like, okay, we can do that. She sent $9 grand, in the Mercedes Lambo, whatever. We then see as they're doing that, Autumn's ex is like watching the account as the thing pop in, saying, another transfer from your account or whatever. Now it seems like it's a business account called Channel Fabrics Incorporated, and it's like 76 grand left in there, and that's after the 80 whatever thousand that she took. So he is in Chocolisa because he's eating crystals. So he's there. Okay, so he's watching it. I'm looking like, But again, we never see his face, ever. It's getting good, y'all. And the fact that Autumn and Mercedes is working together, I like it. I like it a lot. Okay, and that's how the whole episode goes off. I'm going to bed because it is 4:48 in the morning.